Good morning from the Rain Dance Ranch. This is Crystal, and we've been doing a lot of dancing ever since I decided to call this place the Rain Dance Ranch, because I'd been batting around a bunch of ideas, and literally maybe 2 weeks before the monsoons hit is when I decided to call it the Rain Dance Ranch. And then we have had a barrage of rain. It's like Seattle. I've never seen anything like it here in Phoenix, and I've lived here since 1989. I mean, we've had some rainy seasons, but nothing like this. And the plants are loving it, and if I had been ready with my rainwater collection system, I could have like I could have had a whole year's worth of water available. But that's okay. So with all that said, when I was purchasing a bunch of seeds for this endeavor, way back a year and a half ago when I moved on to the ranch, I had ordered some purslane seeds, and I planted some, I don't know, last May in a container really close by to this, and very shortly, a couple months later, I guess, in the middle of the summer, when there wasn't any rain, these guys were popping up all over my yard. And I picked probably half of them out of the ground, and they're very easy to control. But I left some just to kind of see how they would do and what would happen and all that stuff. So this one got left, and it just got huge among us. And this, again, seeded all on its own. And you're probably thinking, well, what the heck? Why would I want that crazy looking thing? Well, the rabbits have been eating it. It's like a rabbit smorgasbord over here. So, and why am I talking about this? I mean, because, you know, when you have a garden, do you really want rabbits hanging around? Well, I have determined that yes, I do want rabbits hanging around. And I don't want to keep them in a cage and have to take responsibility for them, even though I would love to harvest their poop, because it is probably the best fertilizer in terms of poop fertilizer anyways. Might even be better than bat guano. And the reason that I think it's one of the best fertilizers is because you can use it right away, whereas with chicken and cow manure, and I don't know about bat guano actually, I'm just saying. Those will burn your plants if you don't sort of process them or put them in a compost and let them cook. They have to age a little bit before you really put too much of, chicken or cow manure onto your plants or in your soil. Yes, look at that beautiful background right there. So, I watched videos about people raising rabbits and how they have to deal with collecting the poop, and maybe someday I will have keep rabbits, but we have so many wild rabbits on the property, and they love this stuff, and it's so easy to grow. So my plan is to create a bed in the ground just for the rabbits. Now, while stuff is sort of growing and maturing, I will have to keep it fenced in, and then I will open it up to the rabbits. And then I will just have like a gate. And when 2 or 3 rabbits get in there all at once, because that happens. I mean, we have a lot of rabbits. Like, when I moved in, we would have like 15 or 20 rabbits just kind of running around the yard. And there was like nothing here, and you could see everything. Now we probably still have that much, but there's a lot of places for them to be hiding behind and under and stuff. So yeah, so I want to lure the rabbits in, and then I'm going to fence them in for a day and just let them smorgasbord. And I'll probably give them a little shady respite area, some water, while I'm keeping them contained for a day, maybe a couple days. And just let them eat away and poop all over the place. And then that planting bed will be fertilized. So that's my plan. I think that's kind of a permaculture kind of idea. Whatever you want to call it. I call it working with nature. And since they love these and they're so easy to grow, definitely going to be adding these. This is purslane. There's several types of purslane in terms of like the way they grow and things, and I don't know the specific names. Like there's some that are more like low growing on the ground, and this particular one is a little more on the vertical side. But yeah, rabbit food right there. I'm gonna be collecting rabbit poop. So stay tuned for that big project. See how I set that up and everything. All right, when it rains, go out and dance.